I am recording this brief or potentially not so brief, we'll see how it goes, video to address the onslaught of emails that are quickly filling up my inbox with questions about this course and how to access things. So I'm hopeful that I can record one set of videos and it will answer all questions. So some of you are having trouble with every aspect of this, whereas others of you are only having trouble with parts of it. So I'm going to kind of do a soup to nuts here recording in hopes that I at least address everyone's issues. So you may have to sit through things that are not applicable to you. So let's get started. So here we are on our school Canvas site. And so the first question I got, actually before we can get here, is where are the data files? So publisher, you should have hopefully found the publisher's website information, came with your textbook, you set up a bookshelf. Mine has more info in it than yours will. But where you would have found it is under the e-resources. And I can probably move this, make this hair bigger. So there are individual company files for almost every chapter, and then there's the all company files. My recommendation is to download all of the company files rather than one at a time, because you're going to need one for each week's lesson anyway, and why have to go back and find them? And if you need help with instructions for downloading and installing, you can find that here. If you can't somehow manage to navigate to this site, I did download them and I created a zip file here so that you can download all of the company files here. And wait a second. Well, anyway, I'm not going to wait for this to download. But anyway, so you open it and there, lo and behold, will be all of your company files. Okay, and so the next question I got is, we'll go into week 2 overview. In the homework session, how do I get to the case problem? It's not a hyperlink. I know, it's in the back of your textbook. Case problem, chapter 2-1 case problem, all of the case problems, all of the information, the questions are in the back of the book. So that's where you will find those for each course. And there is a corresponding company file that goes with each chapter. So, and that will at least keep you from having to start a brand new company from scratch every time you are doing an assignment. If you are struggling to download the QuickBooks itself, then you should at least first contact the book publisher. Their tech support can hopefully get you unstuck. They may refer you over to QuickBooks also. And so if, you know, or to Intuit, who is the publisher or the creator of QuickBooks. So if you are having computer-related issues with just installation of the program, that's a little bit beyond something that I can provide support for during this class. And they're pretty good. They've so far have been able to get every student up and running. So I have yet to have a student that they couldn't get up and running. So then the next question is how to upload the homework. And so let me go back into the week 1 overview, and you will see click here to register at the SNAP site and download SNAP software. And so I'm going to go ahead and create a dummy account because, and I've been given a student access code so that I can see it from your, and project this from your view. So, since the school only gives me one email address and I have to, and I've already used that, I have no choice but to use my personal email address. So please don't use my email address for school related stuff. This join code is automatically populated in here and it will recognize. Okay. And so I'm going to pause this here. So now I'm at the email, almost done. I've enrolled in the SNAP course. Create a user account. And so I'm going to now by this box will likely already be checked. And that will be for you to install the Snap software. It's unlikely, unless you've had another class doing this, that you already have the Snap software installed. It's possible you do, but probably not. So download the Snap. I actually happen to have it installed. Sorry, just had a visitor. Anyway, so I've been enrolled in the course. I'm going to click continue. It's going to download the file, open it, run. Now, again, I've already installed this, so it's already recognizing that. So I'll just go ahead and do a repair, but you won't do that. Do the brand new install. So, but from here it will take me through as if it's a brand new install. Okay, nothing magic is going to happen here. So that's basically the step that you need to do the installation. So you've registered for the Canvas site, you have downloaded the Evergreen install app. Hopefully you've got your QuickBooks installed, your company files are all ready to go, you know where to find the assignment. And so this little link will take you to, and I'm actually going to, lo and behold, looks just like, or pretty much exactly like Canvas, because it is Canvas. And within the modules, and I'm going to go into, actually I'm going to go back, go into I'm in student view. What am I thinking? Because I registered as a student. So I only have student view, which is good. Click on an assignment. And then it's going to prompt me to enter a SNAP activation code. And so hopefully that one was already used. Okay, so I entered my access code. I'm just going to go back here. And so now once the access code is in there, and I wanted to just start over from scratch, so there is an attempt in here that I didn't actually finish. This is, I would hit new attempt, and there's, it will launch. And this is particularly an important time. If it doesn't launch, check and see if your pop-up blocker has blocked it. Because if your pop-ups are being blocked, it will not launch. And you should also be in a Chrome browser. And I know somewhere along the line it probably said that, but in case you missed it, you should absolutely be in a Chrome browser. So you will have done this after you completed the assignment in QuickBooks. You then needed to export the assignment to Excel, and there is a video on our Class Canvas site that explains how to do that export into Excel. You're going to save the Excel file, and then once you're here, and I just did a quick one. There's no data in here, so it's going to look like I got every one of these wrong. I really do know what I'm doing, but I just wanted you to see it. So I have something called book 4, but you'll want to name it something that hopefully causes you to identify what it is. And so this is just the Excel file that came right out of QuickBooks, out of the reports menu. And so you're going to treat this as got this kind of odd shell thing over it, and that's okay. So you're going to run it through its diagnostics. And notice again, I haven't actually done the problem. So this is just really the company file that I exported this report out of, not having done anything else. So I'm going to click through all the steps. And so now it's analyzed it, and I'm going to hit check answer. All right, so because I didn't actually do the assignment, it recognizes that all these fields are wrong. And so it gives me a couple of opportunities. If I've decided that, yeah, I don't really care about this assignment that much, I'm going to go ahead and submit it as it is. I can go back and redo this assignment. If I want to go back into QuickBooks, I can give it another shot and see if I can figure out why I got these wrong, or I'll just finish. And so now it actually uploaded the assignment, it graded it, and so this is what I will see. I won't actually see your data file or your Excel. I will just see the results of the correct or incorrect report, which I got them all wrong because I didn't do it. Well, and I guess I can, so this gives me an opportunity to download the file and look at it. I can, see your attempt, but now you go, you know what, and this is set for unlimited attempts, and there's no time limit on any of these. So, and again, if it doesn't launch at the end of this, check your pop-up blocker. And so that's how I'm not going to go through it again. That happened to be the only one I downloaded, so I don't have a plan B to go back and fix it, and I'm not. So before I sign off this video, I thought I would come back to the book's Canvas site, not ours, and point out that for each report that the cases ask you to generate, which you will then export into Excel, save to a file. There is a separate one of these links in each chapter for the relevant report. And so these are what you will need to, you'll need to click on each one of these links, start that upload process, and again, it will grade it for you. You can go back, you can fix it, re-export it, try and do it a second time, third time, fifth time, you know, however much you feel like you want to continue to try and submit it to improve your grade, and then it will take the highest grade. So again, just to recap, going back over here to our school Canvas site, you will still have your discussion boards, you'll still follow the grades, all of those things will still occur through this site. I have the ability for you to also download the data files directly from here. All of the weekly overview topics will remain here. The videos will remain here. So what you need to use the other site for is basically just the case problem submission and, you know, being able to grade it through that app. And otherwise, everything else will live in here. I will have to manually transfer the grades from that site over to this one, so that everything is all synced up. And so, yeah, and getting to that site from here will prompt you to log in. I'm just going to go ahead and use my instructor account because it's what's saved. And there are all your upload links for the assignments, which again, the questions of which can be found in the back of each chapter. And hopefully that will answer all of your questions. Good luck, and let me know if you have questions.